What's up, everybody? Hey, everyone. Get this all adjusted. That's good. I'll show you. All right, there, and I can lean back. Get comfy. How's everybody tonight? Hope everybody's having a good weekend. Get my phone turned down. Get the sound down. Hey, John. You're always first. I got a little red. My head. My head got red. I got a red head. Let's get some folks on here. Tell everybody we're live, John. Send your notification on. Go to live chat. Yeah, I got a little toasty today. I was fishing on a pier right in the sunlight. Sorry, I know that's loud. Nobody else joining us tonight. It's just going to be me and you tonight, John. That's okay. I'm cool with that. We can talk. I don't have a problem with that. Actually, I do. I want everybody on. I always want people on. Hey, John, you know I made you a moderator on here, right? You know that? I don't know if I ever told you. How do I... Oh, I can share this too. Let's do that. Oh, no, I don't know what I do all that now. What is pop out chat? Oh, cool. I can make it bigger. I did not know that. I really think we're the only ones tonight, man. Where's all the homies at? If you're on, say hi in the comments so I know you're here. Hey, Melissa. Hey, Michelle. All right. I threw out some invites too. Yeah, you look toasty. I did get a little red, didn't I? Had a little color. Greetings, beautiful Melissa. Melissa is beautiful. You're so nice, John. In the comments, nobody is home. Leave a message after the beep. Where are we tonight, Mr. Johnny? Oh yeah, it's a different venue tonight, isn't it? We're on vacation in Grand Bay, down close to the beach, and I'm in the downstairs office. I looked all over today to try to figure out where I wanted to do the show from. I looked outside, and the lighting's not real good anywhere. I looked upstairs, downstairs. I even looked in the garage, but this is an office off the master bedroom, and it is perfect. I mean, it's a nice little office. This is the front of the house. These windows here are in the front of the house. The desk is actually in front of me facing that way. I chose this angle because I like this. All these airplanes and the samurai guys, all that stuff in the bookcase. I just think it looks cool. And the helicopters. You'll see the helicopters behind me. Here, we'll put one up here. You can see the helicopters. There we go. But it's a nice place. Y'all too sweet. Because we love you, girl. That's why. But y'all hit the like button for me if you haven't subscribed, which I think everyone that's on right now has. I have a new person supposed to be coming tonight. He's my next door neighbor. His name's Brandon. I don't know if he'll make it or not. He said he was going to try. And I did text him and tell him, hey, we're live. Don't forget. So hopefully we'll get a new person again tonight. But yeah, this place is really cool. I'm thinking about, hold on to your seats. I'm thinking about doing more than one show this week. Dun, dun, dun. What do y'all think? Should we do more than one show this week? Do a vacation celebration? Would y'all watch more than one show this week? Would you? And y'all tell me when. Tell me if you would like more than one show this week and when you would like the show. That's an awesome idea. Thank you, John. John's in. What do you think, Michelle and Melissa? That's all that's here. I don't know where everybody's at. Definitely. Okay. When would be a good time? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday? Not Friday. We leave, I think, Friday or early Saturday, but we'll still be like packing up and everything. So when do y'all think would be a good time to do? We can do a show every day this week if y'all want. Y'all just tell me the time. What time is good for you? I guess 9 o'clock every night. Wednesday night sounds good to me. We will do a show Wednesday night. I'm leaving Thursday for CAPI Island, but I'll be watching. Absolutely. You better watch. If I can do a show on vacation, you can watch a show on vacation, girl. But it's cool. Yeah, we'll do another show Wednesday night, and I'll be in a different part of the mansion. Ooh, yeah. I'll be in a different part. I'll find another cool place. This place is really awesome. Y'all watch my Facebook. I'm going to be posting some pictures of our vacay spot. It's a really awesome place. It's um, surrounded by palm trees, and there's a big lake, and there's a canoe and a dock and a big yard. And it's just gorgeous. But I'm going to be posting some pictures pretty soon. I took some pictures today. I'll show you guys. I took pictures of Dakota. I didn't take that many. I think I only took 2, but I took pictures of Dakota swimming in the pool. Let's see if we can get this to come up. I'll show you guys Dakota being funny in the pool. There she is. Can y'all see that? There's Dakota right there. But that's the pool, part of the pool. There's the palm trees I was telling you guys about. Can y'all see that? It's part of the house. It's the columns by the pool house. Of course, that's the pool. And down over here, where is it? No, you can't see it. But these rocks right here, see those rocks right there? Those lead up to the jacuzzi. There's a big jacuzzi right there. And then down below that side of the pool is the dock and everything. And there's another view of where the pool, where you go in the pool at, where the columns and everything. And our messy table, because we were drinking a lot of fluid today because it was super, super, super hot. So, but we were having a good time in the pool today. I spent a lot of time fishing. I caught a couple of bass fish. Another person that's here, he caught a big bass fish, like a 4 or 5 pounder, or 3 or 4 pounder. It was big. It was big, big. I caught a couple of ones, not this long, just little teenagers. And I hooked onto one that got away from me, and he took my line and my hook and my weight and my lure and everything. So yeah, that was funny. But I wish I would have got him because he was a monster. All right, let's see what you guys are saying. I'm leaving. All right, I got that. Road trip to Johnny's. Absolutely. Come on. Come on down. Come on down and jump in the pool with us. Sounds beautiful. It is beautiful. We really love this place. How far away from you from the beach? I'm about 30 minutes from the beach, Melissa. About 30 minutes from the beach. 30 to 45 minutes max. Are you answering that question about how far we are from the beach? Or are you saying that's how long the show should be, John? Explain thyself. If you haven't said hello in the comments, please do so. I'm showing more numbers now, but I'm not seeing anybody hollering. Yes. Which one? I asked you 2. Hey, Veronica. Veronica's with us tonight, y'all. You would find me in the hot tub with a Jack and Coke. Yep. I may do that. Answering her questions. Yeah, about 30 minutes from the beach, Melissa. Yeah, about 30 minutes. We're about 30 miles from Mobile. I'm always here, just quiet. I know you're always here. Sometimes you'll go a whole show and not say anything. I grilled hamburgers and hot dogs on the grill tonight. They were so good. Cheeseburgers and hot dogs and baked beans. So good tonight. But I'm going to post some pictures, some interior and exterior pictures of the house that we're in this week. So y'all keep an eye out for that on my Facebook. Hi, me. Who is me? Corey's here. There's Katie. I'm glad you made it tonight, Katie. Are Sue and or Brian on? I don't know. I don't see them. I did tell them. I told Brian. I don't know who Sue is. Michelle Tinsley. Michelle Tinsley. Do I know you? That sounds familiar. Do I know Michelle Tinsley? That sounds vaguely familiar. Seems like I should know you. Yes. Cool. I'm glad I know you. You should PM me and tell me how I know you. And I apologize for not already knowing the answer to that question, but my ACM, I forget. If I don't see you for a long time, I forget. But that name does sound familiar. I love your first name. I will. Okay. Yeah. PM me on Facebook or, yeah, on Facebook and tell me who you are and tell me how I know you. Or just send me a picture or something and then I'll probably know you because I don't forget faces. But, yes, I know why. Oh, you know I have ACM. Oh, you've got me intrigued. So yeah, PM me and tell me who you are. Like right now, I'll do that, so I won't like be wondering the whole show. I can't do my show if I'm wondering who Michelle Tinsley is. We didn't date, did we? That would suck if we dated. I hope I didn't date you. That would suck if I dated. I don't think I dated a Michelle. I married a Michelle, but I don't think I dated a Michelle. That would really suck if I dated you and I don't know you. That would be embarrassing. I'm sorry. My memory is just crap. But I did recognize your name, though. I invited my sister and nephew tonight. Is that Sue and Brian that you was talking about? Hopefully they'll make it. Call them and tell them to get on. Get on the show. It's on. The show is on, dude. Oh, Brian's not going to make it. Not that Brian, the other Brian. He's not going to make it. He's in Birmingham at a hospital, in the hospital in Birmingham. I don't think he's in the hospital, but he works on an ambulance. So, have you seen Nick down there? No, I haven't seen Nick yet. He is coming. Hold on, I'll tell you when Nick is coming. He's going to actually come here. Um, Hold on, I will tell you. I know what date it is, but I don't know what day. He's coming Tuesday and Wednesday, and then I'll see him. We were supposed to see him yesterday at um, Lambert's, but we got there too late. No, we didn't. I'm not used to commenting. Okay, good. We didn't date. That would have sucked a lot. I mean, not date. I mean, you might be a perfect person to date. I'm not saying it would have sucked to date you. It would have sucked if I dated you and then I forgot you. That would be the sucky part. I'm not saying it would suck to date. You might be a great person to date. I don't know. I'm not saying that. I should be so lucky. I'm just saying it would suck that if I forgot you. But I'm glad. I'm just now learning YouTube too, Michelle. So don't feel bad. I met Sue at Publix last night. She stopped me because of my CAPI shirt. Yeah, y'all wear your CAPI shirts. People all the time asking. And y'all know I was going to wear my CAPI shirt. I don't know if y'all can see what I'm wearing. Can y'all see what I'm wearing? Let me tap this down a little bit. I am wearing the Flaming Skull. I was going to wear my CAPI shirt for the show tonight. And y'all know that I packed my clothes and I didn't bring a CAPI shirt. Right? I know. You don't have to say it. I already know. The founder, the lead guy, and I didn't bring a freaking CAPI shirt. I should be flogged. Do you people say you look like Rick? Do you people say you look like Rick from Palm Stars all the time? Do you people clearly clever is not very clever? But yes, I do get that all the time, clearly. All the time. People tell me that all the time. I look like Rick. I've even fooled people into thinking that I was Rick before. So I had a guy argue with me about who the founders of CAPI was at Visions last night. Did he not know you were one of them? That would. He was arguing. Y'all just don't understand. Look at this. Look what Corey's comment. If you hadn't seen it yet, look at Corey's comment. He says, "I had a guy argue with me about who the founders of CAPI was at Visions last night. He argued with me for a good 15 minutes. Did he not know that he was talking to one of the founders?" That is too funny, man. That is too funny. I had on my CAPI shirt, and he was saying him and his mom was on CAPI. LMAO. What the crap? Are you serious? He mistook us for Casper. How do you mistake CAPI for Casper? Especially if he was a member of Casper. That's pretty sad. If he's a member of Casper and he thought CAPI was Casper, that pretty much sums it right up. I've worked with Casper before, guys. And yeah, no. That's back whenever we were looking for a sister team. We're always looking for sister teams that fall along the same values and beliefs that we do, and we're all the time accepting that, because there's nothing wrong with having a sister team, because you have more people and they can do stuff for you and stuff like that. So, yeah, we were looking for a sister team, and we went on 2 investigations with Casper, and it should only have been 1. I'm not going to talk bad about them, because I don't even know if they're still in existence now or not. But yeah, it was pretty bad, right? Showed him the Facebook page and pictures and shut him up. It was glorious. My son rocks his CAPI shirt all the time. Oh, I'm so glad, Melissa. That's cool. I know he's proud of that shirt. He won that shirt in a drawing. Corey, that is too freaking funny. He showed him the Facebook page and pictures and shut him up. It was glorious. I wished I could have been there. That is too funny. So somebody sees Corey wearing his CAPI shirt, recognizes CAPI, because we are known, people do recognize the show and the people and all this, and we have a reputation in the paranormal, a very good reputation. And so people do recognize us. And so this guy sees Corey's CAPI shirt on and starts arguing with Corey on who the founders of CAPI are. That's pretty bad whenever you're arguing about who the founders of CAPI is with one of the founders of CAPI. So he's probably thinking to himself, of all the people I could have had that argument with, why did it have to be him? That's too funny, man. That is awesome. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Corey. I needed that. That is just too funny. That is just too funny, man. But yeah, I hope your friend from Publix makes it tonight. That's Sue. Is supposed to make it. But guys, I got to looking back and at some of the shows and everything, and it's like the last few shows we've done, we haven't really talked much about the paranormal. I mean, we did a little bit when people would ask a question, but the last few shows we've been kind of just hanging out, and that's great. I don't have a problem with that, because when we do open mic, that's what I want. I want you guys to talk about what you want to talk about, and I like to. You should hook up with Buddy Vern at Vern Vision Intel Net. He does more UFO, but some paranormal. I haven't heard of that. I'll have to check that out. Clearly, thank you. Buddy Vern at Vern Vision Intel Net. Yeah, I'll check that out. Absolutely. We don't do a lot of ufology. Not that we To tell you guys the absolute honest to goodness truth, the reason why I don't do ufology and I never have, is in the paranormal, ufology is probably the number one most boring, case studies that there is. I mean, it's just a lot of looking and listening. I mean, and you can research stuff where people have had sightings and you can go talk to them and stuff like that. It can also be one of the most expensive research fields within the paranormal too. But so can hauntings and spirits. But it's the ufology is just so extremely boring, unless you've got, buku backing and money and sponsors and stuff like that. Oh, we're going to talk about sponsors in a minute because we have a sponsor now. Yay! But yeah, it's super, super boring. And that's really the reason why we don't do it. I don't discredit 100% ufology. It's just, you see a light in the sky, and there's no way to, if there's reports of a haunting, I can go in there and experience that. You know what I mean? I can go in there and I can try to see if this is real. If there's a report of a UFO, I can go talk to someone who saw it. I can't experience it. You're not going to experience it. It's just something they saw, or maybe if they say they got abducted or something like that, I'm not going to experience it. So it's tedious. It really is. It really is. And that's the only reason, the biggest reason why we don't do ufology is just because it's not much to do. But just keep up with records and investigate sightings and experiences and stuff like that. And there's within the paranormal, ufology is probably the number one field that is so packed full of conspiracy theorists. And that gives me a headache listening to all that crap, all that bull crap. The president is an alien. The only way you can get elected president is to be an alien. Half of the cabinet are lizards. It's just blah 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 blah. And so how do you investigate stuff like that? So I mean, obviously, I can't go put a hidden camera in the president's bathroom and wait for him to take off his human skin. So to prove that he's a gray, or something like that. So it's just, there's so much with that it's just like clearly said, it's just tedious. He does okay. Check him out. Good guy. Always streaming. Okay, I will definitely check that out. Thank you so much, clearly. Vern goes on UFO hunts and streams them, get some crazy lights and whatnots. Yeah, that's the only way you can have fun with it is if you have the money to do that, to go on those hunts, to go to Nevada and New Mexico and places like that have, yes, I will let you talk. Sorry, it's clearly wanted to put up a link and I had to. Thank you for that link, clearly. Awesome. I will definitely check that out. Sure you can. You may have a alien come visit you. No, thank you. I see one of those grays. I'm gonna ventilate him. I promise you. I'm gonna have proof because I'm gonna ventilate that ass. Don't knock the Dracos. They rule the world. That's right. Dracos rule the world. The lizard people rule the world. They have the double eyelids. Y'all go on YouTube and look at that. It's funny as crap. I'm live streaming a dove nest right now. I've seen that with the eagle's nest that the national parks did, and it's interesting. It really is, especially whenever something starts to happen, like they get it when they hatch or when they're being fed and stuff like that, and when the mom's there taking care of them and stuff like that. It's really interesting. But man, I get bored too easily. I couldn't do that. I'm not saying it's bad. It's a great thing. I think it's cool as crap, and I'm glad you're live streaming it. But I just couldn't do it. It's just so boring. Oh my gosh. It's bad enough whenever I do case studies and I just listening to EVPs, especially when there's an EVP that lasts over 4 hours and it's nothing but a fan motor or something like that for 4 hours. I get so friggin' bored with it. Check it out. It's right above my porch, so I stuck a camera in their face. That's too cool. I'm definitely going to check that out. I don't know why it's wanting me to. I've seen ghosts and spirits all my life, but if I ran up on a alien, I would shit my pants. Right? No doubt. I wouldn't shit my pants, but I would ventilate that thing. That's a fact. I would have proof. They wouldn't put me on the news talking about, he looked like one of those, his head looked like a football, the mix between a football and an egg. And he had a long, skinny body with gray all over it. No, I'm going to be able to show you my alien. If I see an alien, I'm going to be able to show you the alien, his carcass. I will show it to you if I ever get it, run up on one, I promise you. Because I'm going to ventilate big time. We're going to change his name to Swiss Cheese. He will be stuffed, right? I'll take him straight to the taxidermist. Donna's here. Hey, Donna. You're late. What is it that they used to do in school if you were late? I had a teacher that locked the door. 30 seconds after time to be there, they'd lock the door. And you couldn't come in. And they did that at EMT training too. When you go to take the test, the national test, it's through the health department. You have to go in and take a national standard test before you get your EMT license. And they would lock the door, and people would come up to the door and knock on the door, and they're like, "Bye, get out." I totally don't believe in Bigfoot. Does he fit into the paranormal category? He actually does, clearly. Yetis and stuff like that, and Sasquatch does fit into the paranormal category. There's a whole study on Sasquatch. It's an entire class, but we don't delve into that either. CAPI doesn't delve into it. I've kind of gotten a little bit interested in it, just some of the stories I've heard in Alabama. And I found out that there's a couple places in Alabama that are like in the top 5 most sightings in the nation. So I've kind of gotten into where I think what I'm doing is that I just want an excuse to go camping in some of these national and state parks. So I'm just using that as an excuse. But CAPI officially does not study ufology or ufology, but also Yetis and Sasquatch. We don't do that either. Got busy. That's it. Got busy. What could you possibly get busy doing that would? Don't answer that question, please. Please, God. Don't answer that question. I'm so sorry I asked you that. Welcome to the show, Donna. Glad you're here. A Bigfoot in Alabama is also known as a moonshiner or a dope grower. I'm game. I love camping. I know you already said you were. Yeah, we're going to go up to, what's the name of it, John? I never can remember the name of it. Big Bend or something? I don't know. What's the name of it, John? We're going to go up there soon and do some camping. And you guys are more than welcome to come on our camping trips. They're not CAPI sponsored trips. We just want to get together and just go camping and just have a good time. Do some fishing and some ghost stories around the bonfire and stuff like that. That's all, or the campfire, not the bonfire. Thank you, Bankhead National Forest. I don't know what it is about this national forest, guys. I know a lot of the national forests from my studies in Missing 411, but I do not know what it is about Bankhead, but I can never, ever, ever remember the name of Bankhead National Forest. I can never remember the name of it. I don't know what it is. But yeah, that's where we're going to go this summer, is in Bankhead, and do some camping and just hanging out and fellowship and look for Bigfoot. Absolutely. We're going to do that too. I don't think we're going to find him, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun trying. So I'm looking forward to it. Paranormal question of the night. Where is the scariest place you've ever visited? Whoa, yeah, y'all do that. Y'all leave the scary. Thank you, CAPI Paranormal. I think I know who did that. But that's an awesome question. So yeah, y'all tell me, where's the scariest place you've ever visited? And remember that he's asking, where's the scariest place you've ever visited? He's not saying the scariest place you've ever investigated. So it doesn't have to be an investigation. Just where's the scariest place you've ever visited? And then after you guys do that, we'll talk about those places, and I will tell you what the scariest place I've ever investigated was. Absolutely. Downtown Los Angeles, right? I have to agree with that one. I used to have to drive a truck downtown Los Angeles at 3 o'clock in the morning. Look, guys, they used to put up barricades, like official looking barricades. It got so bad that they told us on the dispatch, told us if you're in Los Angeles and especially around the Compton area, and you come up to a street and there's barricades, drive through the barricades. Just drive right through them. If they're wooden, you'll break them. If they're metal, you'll knock them down. They told us just drive right through them because they want you to stop. The big trucks, they'll come in there to this industrial place, the complex, and the thugs would put up barricades that said, road closed, funeral, or road closed, police, do not cross, or something like that. And you stop the truck and then you're done for. They'll jump up on the cab and point a gun at you and break your bolt on your trailer and open it up and empty that thing out in just a matter of minutes. So, yeah, downtown Los Angeles, I believe clearly I have to agree with that. It's one of the scariest places to be. Hands down, Thomas House in Red Boiling Springs, Tennessee. Fayetteville, North Carolina. My living room floor covered in baby clothes. Sorting them out to sell. That's pretty scary, isn't it? It's awful. I live here. Bums and trash so bad it's really outrageous. Oh, you live in L.A., downtown L.A.? Bless your heart. Clearly, it's gotten so much worse because they let all the crooks out of jail. Yeah. California's not a good place to live right now. They're like lacking on all their laws. They're being sanctuary cities. California is just. They said something the other day about California. What is it called? When they want to separate and become their own territory. I can't remember what it's called, but y'all know what I'm talking about. And they don't want to be a part of the United States anymore. Excuse me. And I said, okay, bye. Let them go. Alabama could use a piece of that money that they get, the federal money they get. So yeah, let them go. See ya. I was fixing to say something else, and I'll just keep it to myself. Something pissed me off today. It's gotten so much fun. There was an old rundown house back in the woods behind my parents' house. It had candles, pentagrams on the floor, and red brown stains all over the place. I ran out of there. I would have ran out of there too. Accept the risk, please. Yeah, I would have ran out of there too. Not because of the crap that was on the floor, but for who might come back. Tell us about Thomas House. Melissa, you were the first one other than downtown Los Angeles. The secession stuff is from Silicon Valley. The tech guys don't even want to play by these loose rules here. Yeah, no doubt. Clearly, that's so sad because California is a beautiful, beautiful place, man, and I really enjoyed Los Angeles. There's a couple places that I had to deliver to that were in bad areas that I didn't enjoy that at all. But LA is beautiful. Tried to find it with my friends, but never found it again. They probably tore it down. Melissa, tell us about Thomas House in Red Boiling Springs, Tennessee. In Fayetteville, North Carolina, Katie. What about Fayetteville? Are you just saying the entire place in general? It was scary. Or was there a certain area there? Donna says nowhere. You've never visited anywhere that was scary? That's sad. That's kind of boring. 2 days later, you tried to find it, and it was, well, then you just lost it then. So they didn't tear it down in 2 days. Well, I guess they could have. Scariest place is the highway of the big island of Hawaii. Dark lava rocks, wind ripping through. You guys, if I could move to uh, Hawaii, I would do it just to be able to investigate. There's so much in Hawaii that would be so awesome to investigate. There's super strict paranormal investigation laws in Hawaii, though. Super strict because they kind of believe a little close to American Indians, um, the Native American beliefs that their ancestors are their gods. So they're not big on investigating, but Hawaii would be an awesome place to investigate. And dark lava rocks and wind ripping through there. That would be pretty scary. Thank you, John and Melissa, Katie, for sharing. Feel free to type your scary story out. We will read it on stream. Time for our host to tell us his scariest location and story of why it was scary. Well, they hadn't told me yet. Fayetteville, North Carolina is that black hole. Is that black hole of our country. Fayetteville, North Carolina is the black hole of our country. Well, we've all been a couple of times, and you know the ghosts already know I'm coming because it started as soon as we turned on that road. Activity all night long. I woke up to an old man sitting or standing over me. I saw shadow figures crossing the road there. No joke. Slowed down the car, then nothing there. Asked the locals, and they said it's the Mahoney band of traveling spirits. Yeah, they're just like whatever. New Mexico, all of Hawaii, Arizona, and Nevada. Those are the four places that you go to and you start talking about spirits and seeing things and shadow people and skinwalkers and stuff like that. And they're just like, yeah, what about it? That's just like going anywhere else and saying, I saw a dog cross the road, or I saw a dog standing in that person's driveway or in their front yard. Where people are like, yeah, okay, you saw a dog. And that's the same thing there in those places. You tell them, I saw a ghost or I saw a shadow person or a skinwalker or something like that. And they're like, yeah, well, what about it? What was it doing? What's the interesting part of your statement? You know? So they, they, it's just happenstance to them, just something that happens all the time. So it doesn't bother them. So saw the old man standing over you. Also, I'm certain Hillary Clinton is a shapeshifter. I don't believe that, clearly. I really don't. I really believe that if she was a shapeshifter, she would choose a different shape than what she goes around in. She would be much more attractive. I mean, if you were a shapeshifter, would you walk around looking like her? Really? Why do you say Fayetteville, North Carolina? I like Fayetteville, North Carolina. I've been there before. It's actually very pretty. Why do you say that's a black hole of our country? Demonic possession, more likely. Demonic possession, more likely. Where did we get that? Were we talking about that house that you couldn't find? That was just a random statement. I'm assuming you was talking about the what was it, a cabin? Yeah, the old rundown house in the backwoods. That's what I was talking about. Oh, Hillary being demonically possessed. Yeah, I would believe that more than a shapeshifter. video of me playing ball with a little girl named Sarah that died at the Thomas house back in the 1900s. No, you don't, Melissa. You do not have a video of you playing ghost ball with a little girl. She could be a T400 before Capri, right? She might have a choice. She was the first model that came out that can't change. You're right. Melissa, you do not have a video of you playing ball with a little ghost girl. You would have showed me that, or that would be like the number one thing ever. Yes, John, we got the Terminator thing. Swear, I will send it to you. Okay, send it to me. You would have sent it to me. That would have been the first thing you told me. You ain't fooling me, girl. I'm from Missouri. Show me. I ain't really from Missouri, by the way. That's just the show me state. All right. So the CAPI Paranormal wanted me to tell you about my scariest place. I think that it's hard. And I've said this before. It's hard for me to answer the question, what's the scariest thing that ever happened to you in the paranormal? What's the scariest place you investigated? What's the scariest place that okay, I'm sorry. The house, like I said, this window that you see right here is part of the front of the house. I'm on the, I guess would be the west end of the house. And so this front wall right here, right behind this laptop and desk, there's another wall, and that's where the front door is. And right out the front door, obviously, there are gas lamps. I didn't know that. So I just saw a random flame outside the window just pop up. So it must be on a timer. And so I was like, you don't want to see fire when you look at your house that you're in. But yeah, they must have gas lamps by the door. You know, on both sides of the door, they have the real gas lamps, and it's a flame. So I was just like, okay, is the house on fire? It's on my paranormal page. I can't believe I've never seen that. You're definitely going to have to. Is there a ghost out the window? No, clearly. I saw that fire and I was like freaking out, man. It's little now, but I guess when it first pops up, it gets kind of big. Hey, Barry. Barry's here tonight. Quick, put the camera on it. On what? The ghost? I mean, the flame? I can't. It's a laptop. And it's all plugged up. I can't turn it around. I'll grab a mango. Oh, grab me a mango, Barry. But yeah, and it's hard for me to answer that question because nothing is ever scary. I mean, when you're in the paranormal and you're passionate about it, like I am, like CAPI is, it doesn't scare you. I mean, it's not something that's scary. It's something, and I'm not saying we're big and tough guys, because I've been ran out of places before too. I've been attacked before too. I cried like a baby. I didn't really cry. I got mad, but I mean, it's not saying that I'm tough or that my team is tough and that we can handle that. It's just we don't view it as scary. It's not something that's viewed as scary to us. So, like it's someone that's not scared of the dark. To someone that is scared of the dark, it's pretty scary. But to someone that's not scared of the dark, you don't view it as scary. So, but I have been scared a few times. Different things have happened. I'm usually more scared after the fact when I find out that it's real. Like whenever I see something and then later on I find out that is what I saw. When I got confirmation on it, that kind of gets me. We ain't afraid of no ghosts. That's right. I think scared people are more prone to seeing things. They're very, very good. Clearly, you're absolutely right. Maybe you are clever. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. They they uh they do. Scared people see a lot more stuff in the paranormal. That's why you don't, that's a whole section of our paranormal 101 class is dealing with uh scared people. I mean, you can't be that scaredy cat in an investigation because you're going to see stuff and everything you hear is going to be a ghost. And professional Brendan, I'm saying it, Brendan. Yeah. Welcome, by the way. Welcome, Brendan. Brendan, no vulgarity or anything uncalled for. That's right. Thank you, Cappy. Um, yeah, we keep it I mean, not really PG, but we keep it professional. But we don't want you like going off cussing and stuff. I mean, be human. My 10-year-old daughter asked me just today if ghosts are real. I didn't know how to answer her. I did not want to scare her. All right, let me finish this and we'll get on that. I'm glad you said. Thank you so much, Katie. That was an awesome topic on how to handle that. I think uh, the scaredest I've ever been was in a situation where it was afterwards, but there was a hospital that Corey and I did um, years and years and years and years ago, a long time ago. The hospital's not even there anymore. They tore it down. Um, it was in Selma, Alabama. It's called the Vaughn Hospital. And I've talked about it on here before. The hospital had closed, uh, and its closing was kind of fishy. I mean, there's something was weird about the whole situation. A company had bought the hospital from the committee that owned it, the board that owned it, and had sunk about $30 million into it in renovations and new staff and new equipment and all that stuff. 3 years after sinking $30 million into this hospital, they shut it down. Just shut it down. Just gutted it. Just turned it off. And the only thing left in the hospital was the uh, linen service that the hospital had in the basement, where they, did the washed all the sheets and you know robes and all that stuff, and pillowcases, all that stuff, towels, wash rags, whatever. They washed everything for the hospital, so they left that there, and they also left the ambulance crew, which is where I worked there. And then after a few weeks of that, they even closed down the linen service and moved it. They hired an outside entity to do it. And so that left just the ambulance service in the hospital. And so we had reign of the place. We could go anywhere we wanted to in this entire hospital. The only section that was working and owned was the section that we were in. And it was on the first floor. And, so we could park our ambulances right outside. And so we had reign of the place. Well, me being a paranormal investigator, I jumped on it, so we did a lot of investigating there. I did something that I tell people never to do, which is never investigate alone. I did investigate alone a few times in this hospital. And I had a experience in there that it scared me. It didn't scare me while it was happening, but what happened to tell me what was going on, I'm not going to go into, because every time I do, I cry. But I've only shared it with one person, and that's our co-founder. But the situation that I was in, I didn't see at first, because I was just tunnel vision, investigate. Um, but after the incidents, and after I finally opened my eyes and said, oh, this is what's happening, this is what they're trying to tell me. And so I left. And that was the scariest that I've ever been. Not during, but leaving there after that incident, and what happened when I finally got the realization that I don't need to be there. That is what I think was the most scared I've ever been. And I've been scratched. I had my chin sliced open. I've been pushed. I've been pinched. I've been hit. I've been touched. none of that scares me, but the possibility of something does definitely scare me. So yeah, I think that's the scariest I've ever been, was in that hospital after the fact. So say only the special ones that protect you. Say only the special ones that protect you. I don't get that, Brendan. What are you trying to say there? Help me out with that. Oh, you're answering Katie. I just noticed that. She said that's a good answer. Say only the special ones that protect you. That is a good answer. That's a very good answer. That's what my mother told me. That's a cute way to do that. My kids have known the truth about me and my gift for as long as I can remember. They have been with me on investigations before. Yeah, yeah. Melissa's not kidding. She even has his. I can't talk tonight. She even has his. She even have his. Who's the. We're gonna do the rest of the show in Pig Latin. She even has an intuitive child. So okay. Once I was at a friend's house and we heard a noise. A knock on the window. We opened the window and saw a black figure staring back at us. That's my story. What does that mean? What is it? Was it paranormal? That's impossible to answer from that, Brendan. Staying at a friend's house, heard a noise on the window. No one knocked on the window, opened the window, and a black figure staring. I mean, that's impossible to answer. I mean, it could have been a person that just didn't have light on them. I mean, I don't know. I can say that it's scary, definitely, and it's weird, and but to say it's paranormal, that's not enough information. Closed hospitals, prisons, and asylums have to be most haunted locations. You would think so, but no, no. I mean, I've done residences that are a lot more activity in a lot of those places. We get a lot of activity in the hospital, and we've done prisons before. Um, I haven't done an asylum. I've done the site where Bryce is, but I haven't done an actual asylum yet. So, yeah, why do little kids see ghosts more often? Is it because they have a bigger imagination, or do you think they just have a bigger connection? Very good question, Brendan. Um, it's called the Santa Claus effect. That's why small children and animals can see the stuff that we can't see. Sorry, I was getting cotton mouth big time. I was getting it a little bit earlier, and I was cotton mouth. I'm just playing. I would just running my mouth and getting dry mouth. Oh, but it's called the Santa Claus effect, Brendan. And the reason they call it that is because it's when you're young and you still believe in Santa Claus and you have that magic in you, you're that belief, the magic of belief and of acceptance and of open mindedness. So when you're in that state of your being, you can you're open to see stuff like that. But when society and peers and sometimes even parents tell you, there's no such thing as a tooth fairy. That's my 50 cents you found under the pillow. Um, there's no such thing as Santa Claus. I work to get those gifts. There's no such thing as a Easter bunny, blah, blah, blah. And then once society comes over you and kind of turns you into not really an adult, but into a non-free thinker, then you lose that ability. Did you guys ever see, Brendan, you especially, because you asked the question, but did you ever see the movie Baby Geniuses by any chance? If y'all ever seen that, um, Baby Geniuses was a comedy, one of those Rick Moranis things, but it's excuse me, they were genius. The babies were being tested as genius, and the whole point of the show is while they were in their baby frame of mind, where it's just a sponge and all they do is learn, 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 and they're open to everything. That freaking flame keeps getting me, man. And you go turn that thing off. But they're in that state of mind that they just know everything. They're learning everything and they're open to everything. Um, and at some point they cross over, and it even shows in the movie a baby crossing over to where it no longer can understand the other babies, what they were talking and saying, and they don't, act like a little baby, that like a toddler now and stuff like that. But it was a comedy, and it was silly and everything. But I watched that movie and I was thinking to myself, that's it. That's that crossover from the Santa Claus effect, from from baby sponge that just absorbs everything and just learns, and then they cross over into that childlike, stage to where uh, reality, our reality kicks in instead of their nuance to everything. So, okay, let's see. Why do little kids? I already got that one. Because as the children, we don't know that it's not normal. Yeah, that's basically it, Melissa. In a nutshell, we don't know it's not normal. Oh, so you're saying because we have an open mind and willing to believe anything, then that means you're more likely to see stuff. Not really. You could be the most open minded person in the world. It's not that the baby or even child is willing to believe anything or that they're so open because they don't really know what open minded is. They just don't know they're not supposed to see that. Um, so I see where you're going with that, and it kind of is what that whole transition is, but it's not so. Okay, I will. Thank you, Cappy. It's not so much to uh, where uh, it's just them willing to believe anything as it is. Okay, absolutely. I will. Hold on, guys. 1 second. Hold on. Dear Lord. Um, hey, you guys. I'm not going to say the situation because it's not my place, but everybody tonight that believes in prayer and the power therein, pray for Katie. All right, she has a personal situation going on. Y'all throw your prayers big time at Katie and her family. Um, yeah, you guys pray every prayer you got to straight to Katie, please, please. She needs them, and if she wants to tell the need, she can. But if she don't, you don't. We don't need to know what's going on when we pray for somebody, do we? We don't have to know what's happening. We just know who the person is. The person we're praying to, God already knows the need. So you guys, please, please pray for her situation. Okay. So it's not so much that they're willing to believe anything. It's just that they don't know that they're not supposed to. Is basically where it is. So children are under a state of grace for a time, right? And they are, and that's their point to where they're not knowing that stuff is not right. So yeah, I hope that answers that for you, Brendan. I sincerely appreciate that. Oh, you're welcome, Katie. Making me want to cry. Bless her heart. She's going through it, y'all. Her situation, y'all. Throw every prayer you can at her, please, please, please. Katie's our buddy. We love you, Katie, so much. We want to be there for you. All right. Someone reminded me uh, that hospital that we were talking about. I think this is another reason why. Uh, I think another reason why it scared me as much as it did after the fact of that situation is because of stuff that had already happened in that hospital. And some of the stuff that we had taken as kind of cute and kind of heartwarming and stuff like that, it turned out not to be so cute, not to be so heartwarming, not to be as uh, to turn out to be something darker than what we thought of, thought it originally thought of. But we were investigating. It was myself and the co-founder Corey, and one or two other individuals. That was so long ago, I couldn't tell you exactly who it was, but that's not important. There was a part of the hospital that you could go to and experience pitch dark. I might have to go get another Coke. But if you guys have never experienced pitch dark, and pitch dark is dark. That's, you can't see your hand when it's like this, literally. You just, I mean, it's just, there's no sight. It's like your eyes are closed, tightly closed, where you can't even see shapes or images or bead of light or anything. Just pitch, pure dark. And if you ever been to a cave show, you know what I'm talking about, when they shut off all the lights in the cave and it's just pitch, pure darkness. You can't see nothing. And there was a place in the hospital that you could experience that. It was the records room. It was originally part of the OB unit, and then I think it was ICU for a little while. This hospital's old. It was super, super old. But at this point, whenever it was closed down, it was part of records department, where they kept all the records and stuff like that. But there was no windows there. There was only one door, and it was a sealed door. There was no lights there whatsoever. And so we go into this room, myself, the co-founder, and another individual. We go into this room, and I'd shut the sealed door. And when it shuts, it goes, it just completely sealed off. And we had lights, of course, from our equipment and our flashlights. And I told everybody, I said, all right, what we're going to do now is I want you guys to experience pitch dark. And I said, we're just going to turn the lights off and just experience pitch dark and do a little EVP study. And so we did that. And halfway through, of course, at first, everybody just like in awe of this pitch dark. They're just like freaking out. And even me, I'm just like, whoa, it's dark. And we're all standing in like close by, because it's not a big room. So we're all standing in close proximity and we can't even see each other, So, I mean, you couldn't even sense somebody there. It was just that dark. And so we at first were just like, this is so cool, blah, blah, blah. And we started doing a little bit of EVP studies and everything. And then Corey, the co-founder, and this happens, it happens to me. It's nothing to be ashamed of. There's a whole section in our class on dealing with this as well. Sometimes it's happened to me in investigations too, where I've gotten to a point to where I just had to tell people, I got to go. I can't be in here. Hey, you want to come say hey? You have to give me a bite of your apple, though. Thank you.
It's so good.
They are good. I got a bite of apple. Come over closer so they can see you. You want to wave? They can't see you waving. There. Somebody else got a little sun today too, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
So Daddy put sunscreen all over me except for my face.
Not for me either.
So we got a little sun on our face.
Yeah. Is that my bite or your bite?
I don't know. I think it's your bite. I think that's my bite. Got a big bite.
Big bite. Wait, I'm good at smelling. Smiling.
You're very good at smiling. Can you tell people what you did today? What did you do all day today? All day.
Swimmy.
You stayed in that pool all day, didn't you?
Yeah.
Sure did. She didn't get out of that pool once. All day. And then this evening wanted to go back in. And I said, I think it's time for you to get out. But you did go back in though, didn't you? Because your sissy went out there.
I went slow for her leg.
She looked like a little sponge when she got out. All wrinkled up. And it's a saltwater pool too, so.
Yeah, my eyes was red.
Yeah.
I was hoping mine was really wrong.
Well, you're tearing that apple up, aren't you?
I love apples. They're fruit. Good for apples.
Good for your health. Awesome.
What's that?
That is called a safe. I'm going to get back to the story in a minute. Hold on.
What is it? What's in here?
I don't know.
Do you know the password?
I do not.
People who live here must know the password.
I'm sure they do.
Is that your bite? Wait, is that my bite or your bite?
That's your bite.
Your hair? Okay.
Because you bit more than once.
Yeah, look at your bite and look at my bite.
I know. You got a big bite. Okay, well, Dad's actually talking about something, part of the CAPI show that I don't like for you to hear. So, can you tell everybody goodbye and
bye?
You will see them.
What did they say?
We're actually going to do another show this week, so you can see them again. Is that cool? Can you tell everybody you'll see them on Wednesday?
So you're on Wednesday?
Can you do it without the apple in your mouth?
Good though.
It is good though. Yep.
I'll see you
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
And you have to give me a big hug.
Big.
Big apple hug. Oh. I love you. Ow. Hey, can you do me a big favor? Can you go get me one of these out of the refrigerator?
Wow. How can you eat a whole cookie?
I didn't eat any of it. I drank it. Can you do that so I can get back to the show?
Yeah.
Okay, go out this way. Yeah, it'll be right there in front. Closer to the kitchen.
I like to put that.
Okay.
I know the shortcut to the kitchen, but
Gotcha. Sorry about that. Oh, everybody was saying, hey, I'll tell her when she comes back. Excuse me. Anyway, there's been situations and times that everybody that investigates, no matter if you've investigated for more than, 10 times, you're going to have a situation where you have to leave. You just can't handle it. You can't be there emotionally, physically, mentally, whatever. You just got to go. So that happens. It happens to me. It'll probably happen to me again sometime. I don't know. But this situation, the co-founder, Corey, couldn't stay. He said, I got to get out of here. He said, I can't. Something's not right. I don't feel right. It's scaring me. Well, the CAPI has a policy that we don't ever make fun of anybody when they do that. As a matter of fact, that'll get you kicked off my team quick if you make fun of someone that does that. Very quick. That's a no tolerance. We have a zero tolerance on that. You go bye-bye if you make fun of somebody doing that because it's serious. But he just said, Dad, I got to go. I can't do this. I can't be here. I said, okay. And we shut it down. And in that situation, I didn't have anyone else that I trusted to take him out of there. So I took him out of there and we got out. And then once he was there and Allison said hello, I'll tell her. But once she's coming back, or I think she's coming back, she's supposed to come back. But once he got out, sorry, just unplugged laptop. Once he got out, we went back to investigating, and we got some more EVPs, and we got this really cool EVP of a little girl, and it wasn't one of those EVPs that it says, you know, you can barely hear it, or it's faint or anything. It was loud and clear, and it was a little girl saying, where's Corey? And excuse me, sorry, but I think I swallowed a little too much salt water. Come in this morning. See, that way it's not so bad, is it?
I know.
Thank you, baby. Come here. I want to show you something real quick before you go back out. Look here. Let me get up to it. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Da, 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 da. Look, John says, greetings, beautiful Dakota. CAPI said, hello, hey, Dakota. Donna says, hey, Dakota. Melissa said, bye, sweet girl. Melissa.
Oh.
Allison, you remember Allison, John's daughter, that you played with? She says hello, Dakota. She says, hello, Allison. So all these people here said, and look, this one here, that's Bubba. He says, hey, Dakota. Ask him if he's taking care of Libby for you.
Oh.
Corey's watching Libby.
It's watching Libby.
Look, he says, hey, baby girl, I love you. That was an apple. I love you too.
I love you. I gotta do it now.
Was that the apple or your tooth? You do have a loose tooth, don't you? Keep eating that apple and it might come out.
Look.
You see?
You see nothing? There's a little door.
There's a little door now. Yep.
Ready?
Katie says, hey, beautiful girl. She says, look, he says, I'm taking care of Libby. She's being awesome. Cool. So we don't have to worry about Libby. Libby's got it.
When I get home, can I play Roblox, Bubby?
Say again? I didn't understand that because your mouth is full of apple.
Milk one.
Okay, now what'd you say? Apple juice on your chin.
Bubby, when I get home, can I play Roblox?
Oh, he understood you. I didn't understand you, but he understood you because look, before you even asked it, he says, yes, of course you can. All right. Where's mom? In bed? All right, why don't you run up there? Okay. Tell her I'll be up there soon. All right. I love you.
Okay.
Don't fall asleep.
Huh?
Don't fall asleep.
Why?
Because I want to come up there.
Oh.
We have to say our prayers and everything. And I might want to snuggle. I don't think she got this out of the refrigerator. There's some sitting in there, just sitting there, not in the refrigerator. I think she just grabbed one there. I don't think she actually grabbed it out of the refrigerator. Yeah, maybe she did. It's kind of cool. Note from Corey, it takes a lot to make me leave. I've only ever walked out of an investigation on 2 occasions. I'll go to the darkest, scariest places alone. I ain't afraid of no ghost. It has nothing to do with being afraid. If you've never experienced that, you don't know how that is. He's feeling like he's got to defend himself, but he don't have to defend himself. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not scared. It doesn't have anything to do with being scared. I've never walked out of an investigation because I was scared, because I've never been scared. So It doesn't have anything to do with being scared. Just can't do it, And there's perfectly nothing wrong with that. They're normal. We're paranormal. They're normal. But they are people that can't, handle it. But that has nothing to do with this. What we're talking about. This is just a situation where you just can't do it. Like he said, out of the oh man, I couldn't tell you. We're supposed to keep track of how many investigations we do, because it's different levels. After your 10th investigation, you're an investigator instead of an investigator in training, and then you're supposed to keep up with it after that because you can get levels, within the investigation field. And if you want to go on and get your parapsychology and stuff like that, get your doctorate like I'm working on, you're supposed to be able to tell exactly how many you've done and blah blah blah. But it's hard. I can answer that question if you give me about a day. I can answer that question of how many I've done pretty close. But just right off the top of my head, I wouldn't be able to. But it has nothing to do with being scared or anything like that. Sometimes you just have to step out. You have to be away from it. And that's all. Anything emotional in life, there's sometimes you just got to kind of go away, and separate yourself from it. There's been times on emergency calls when I was with the sheriff's department, ambulance, and fire. There's been times that I've just had to stop and just walk away. Just I've stood over trash cans with my EMT license in my hands, ready to tear them in half and throw them in the trash. Never do it again. You get a wreck with a child or a murder or something like that, a senseless murder or something like that. And there's times when you just have to go away and cry. If it doesn't affect you, then there's something wrong with you. So as a matter of fact, if you guys know any EMTs or police officers, any law enforcement, fire, EMTs, anything like that, any first responder, and if you ever ask them, how do you deal with this? And they say, oh, it doesn't bother me anymore. I'm used to it. You need to stay away from that person because something's going to blow. There's something not right. I did it for 20 plus years and I never got used to it. There's no such thing as getting used to it. So, same in the paranormal. I don't care how long you do this. I'm on my 48th year of dealing with the paranormal. My 25th, 24th, 25th, 26th year investigating the paranormal. And I'm not used to it, everything, and there's been times when I've had to just stop and walk away. So, I mean, it does happen. So, but I wanted to tell you all that because in that hospital, we even had a picture that turned out to be something else, which I'm still not 100% convinced it was what we think it is, or what we proved it to be when we debunked it. But because we debunked it, someone else can debunk it, so we couldn't use it. But it's also, if y'all go to our site, to the CAPI Facebook, you'll see the lady in red. That's where we got that from. Excuse me. I don't know what's going on, guys. I'm getting all stopped up but yeah, it has nothing to do with being scared or anything like that, or because like Corey said, I can send him into places that most people don't want to go, even if they don't know if it's haunted or not. They won't go there, and he does it with no qualm whatsoever. He's come to me before and said, "Hey, I kind of want to, go in alone." There's been times that he's come to me and said, "I want to go in alone," and I'm kind of like, "In there, you're gonna by yourself in there?" And he's like, yeah, I want to go check, see if I can get it. And we'll do that sometimes. We'll go to the team and say, hey, you guys go take a break. I want to kind of, go in the basement of this place by myself, or I want to go up in that back bedroom by myself for a while. I just want to go the whole thing by myself. John did that with me not long ago on our last investigation. He came to me and said, or during the investigation, he said, hey, I kind of want to go in by myself a little bit, if that's okay. That way there's no other else in there. And so we had a guest with us that was there not investigating with us, but just there as a property manager. And I went and got him and said, "Hey, let's go outside and smoke a couple cigarettes and talk." And then we left John inside, because he said, "Hey, I want to go in by myself and just kind of, you know, get a feel for the place and see what I can find out." And I said, "Okay, what area are you going to go to?" And he said, "All of them." And I said, "Okay, have at it." And he did. So, and Corey's done that too before too. There's in that dark air corner over there in the basement of that, the place that we're getting all this evidence out of. Do you mind going over there? And everybody else, we'll just kind of go outside and take a break. Do you mind going in there and do it? And I've never gone to him with any place that we've done, no matter what the tensions were. And he say, "I'm just not comfortable doing that by myself." He just doesn't happen. He's not that guy. He's gung ho. As a matter of fact, I usually don't have to ask him that because he's already usually told me, "Hey, I want to be in here by myself. Can you get everybody out of here?" So yeah, they don't take that as him being, couldn't handle something, because he can handle it all in the paranormal. I promise you. But he is his father's son, big time. So I have had ghosts make me physically sick. Absolutely. Yes, they can. Spirit can definitely affect you physically. Absolutely, they can. And it was incredible. Oh, John, talking about when he went in by himself. Yeah, he says, and it was incredible. I've almost got all of the audio finished on the laptop. Um, there's a couple of things that I want to kind of get yours and Corey's opinion on, but I think I've got all the. I think I may have a couple of things. I'll let you know, but I want to get y'all's opinion on it and some fresh ears. But the what was I going to say? Brain fart. I have no idea. But I think that somebody asked a question earlier and I was going to answer it. That's what it was. Oh, I missed some comments too. I'm sorry. Oh, I did answer that. That was Brendan that asked that question. Katie, that was a great answer that Brendan gave to your question about my 10-year-old daughter asked me today if ghosts are real. I didn't have an answer for. I did not want to scare her. That was a great one. But it's also a lie. So, I mean, it's just it's not a bad lie. I mean, it's just, but I've always been upfront to my kids about the paranormal and about ghosts because they grew up in it, and uh, most of them said they didn't want anything to do with that. They didn't want to, they didn't feel that they didn't have a problem with it. And okay, I think a couple of them is from fear, but most of them, most of it's just, okay, we just, that's not our cup of tea. Obviously, Corey fell into it. He loves it and did it and was very passionate about it. I kind of think Dakota's going to want to do it as well. Two reasons: she's 110% daddy's girl, so she loves anything I do. And two, she's really interested. She's interacted with the spirit that's in our home, and so she's really, I think. And then whenever she hears me talking about it and stuff like that, but I've always just been upfront with them, and I let them make up their own mind on that. I treat the paranormal the same way I treated the religion with them. And I let them make up their own mind. Whatever religion they want to be and what they want to practice and whatever. And because I mean, it would be wrong not to. But I think just being upfront with them and letting them know, that way they can make up their own mind. I'm not saying that was a bad advice that Brendan gave, because I mean it is a really good answer. I mean that's pretty dead go good. Say only the special ones that protect you. It's not true, but it's a damn good answer. So, and maybe for a 10-year-old that's never experienced anything like that, it'll work, you know? So it's not true, but it's kind of like Easter Bunny, not true, you know? So it's not that big of a deal. But it's a very good answer, especially for a 10-year-old girl. But yeah, I don't see a problem with that answer. But I've just, like I said, always just been really upfront and let them make up their own minds. So, sorry, y'all, got my lid. All right, let's see. I think I missed a couple of comments too. My kids have known the truth about me. Oh, I read that. Well, okay, what's up with it? Yeah. Okay, I think it was. I sincerely appreciate that. Thank you, Melissa. I didn't know the people that were in my room at night wasn't supposed to be there until I got older and was told it was in my head, so my light didn't shine so bright after that, if it makes sense. Yes, that does make sense, Melissa. Absolutely, that makes sense. Um, some intuitives are uh, misled and misguided in their ability because of that, because, you know, what societal beliefs are on the paranormal and stuff. So, yeah, that makes perfect sense. And it's great that, you know, when people can kind of rise above that and make up their own minds and how they want to deal with it. And you'll find, and I'm sure you did find, once you do accept it, and I've given this advice to someone that I know is very intuitive in this, in that aspect. It's more releasing to you, and it's like 1,000-pound weight taken off of you, and a realization of how to handle that situation comes clearer whenever you accept that it's there and that you're in control of it, and you figure out your control on it. Now, that part I can't give advice to because I don't know, because I'm not intuitive. I'm certainly not a medium or anything like that. So I went camping in a cave one time. I used to camp a lot in a cave. We did cave extraction rescue training in Kentucky and Indiana. So yeah, I've camped in a bunch of caves. I've been in caves where you had to slither like a snake to get through the openings. We're at my friend's apartment. Fire trucks here. We at my friend's apartment. Fire trucks here. Oh, what's wrong, Donna? I'm sorry, I didn't see that. Everything okay? Greetings. Yes, some dummy pulled the fire alarm. Oh, some idiot. Yeah, better that than the alternative. I agree. What is the best way to talk to your children about the paranormal? Is that the question? Allison is the same way. I try very hard to protect them and guard them from everything. My husband is always telling me it's time to cut the cord. So that question really caught me off guard. Um, and just in the paranormal aspects of it, Katie and John, if you try to protect them, not just in the paranormal, but in life in general, if you, and I know this goes in one ear and out the other for people that are like super attached, not really attached, but super protective and overprotective and stuff like that. Um, if you are overprotective, you don't see that you're overprotective. You know, it's like any self, I don't really want to say mental condition, because it's not mental. I mean, it is mental, but it's not a condition. It's just a belief, I guess. You know, like my wife is a hoarder big time, but she doesn't see that she's a hoarder. She doesn't see it that way. She's she doesn't see that she's a hoarder. She sees that she is thrifty and saves stuff, and there's a place for everything, and she organizes it in her mind. It's organized, like she can go to it and pick it up and bring it to you. But to you, it looks like a mess. So in her mind, it is a chaotic organization. but it's not. It's just hoarding, but you can't admit to that. And so if you're overprotective, I'm a helicopter mom. Yeah, I admit it. um, in the long run, you're not protecting them, especially in the paranormal. Um, if you guard them from everything, then when they're faced with it, I found that their dealing of it is not so great. They can't deal with it as normally as they would be able to. Normally would be able to. The weird noise in here. Um, but the way they deal with stuff. What the crap is that? Maybe it's bugs hitting the window or something. This place is not haunted. It's not even old. But within the paranormal, I'm an advocate for being up front. I really am, just to be straight and to tell them the truth and just let them make up their own minds. Um, let them know that there is something there. It's not there to hurt them. And if their question is just about ghosts, not because they think there is a ghost, where you live, uh, then I could see if you're in a haunted area, if you have activity, I could see lying to them then to keep them from, being too scared to go to sleep at night or having anxiety attacks or stuff like that. But if you're not, you're not in a haunted area, then I don't. There's nothing to gain by not telling them the truth, because that and all aspects of life, they need to be able to handle these situations. And helicopter moms and overprotective parents and stuff like that aren't always going to be there. Like when they're at school or friends' play houses or after you're gone. You're just not always going to be able to be there to be that protection. So they need to know and learn how to be able to handle it. So, but I also agree with letting them be young as possible, for as possible, long as possible, I guess. So I don't know. It's preference, I guess. Like you were saying about first responders, I've seen some crazy, awful things, but it's even worse when you go on scene and an old lady has fallen down the steps and been dead for hours. Yeah, or an old man has been under 2 electric blankets with space heaters in his aluminum trailer, silver Jetstream aluminum trailer for 2 weeks in July. Yeah, that's when you call the fire department to get their Scott packs so that you can go in and get the pieces because it doesn't come out one, it comes out. Yeah. But I can see her standing in the corner watching us move her body. I don't think that I'm kind of sometimes I would love to be intuitive or to be able to, be something, um, to be able to do that, to be able to see spirits. But in that situation, while I'm trying to remove a body or something like that, I don't think I would want to be able to see the person alive. I'd be like, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to, pick your foot up that way or whatever, or I didn't mean to throw you down or something, but just be like you're being critiqued by the person, So that would just be weird. But yeah, people think just because you're a parapsychologist and you know, and I'm a paranormalist and everything that you can see and hear and experience and all that stuff. That's not true. It doesn't work that way. So, for everyone that wasn't on earlier, we're talking about doing another show this week, doing at least one more show, maybe a couple more shows this week. I don't have a problem with that. So I just said, y'all pick a day. And I think John or Melissa. Somebody said Wednesday. So is everybody that's on now that wasn't on then, are you okay with doing another show this week? Would you watch another show, another CAPI Live this week? And is Wednesday a good time? A good day? I was thinking no one would want to, but then I remembered school's out. People still have to work, but y'all come on Sunday nights and you got to work on Monday. So I said maybe people will watch. So do y'all want to do another show? Of course, any day for me. Veronica, cool. Katie says yes. Okay. So we'll do another show Wednesday and possibly another show Thursday. We'll see how Wednesday goes. But we will definitely do another show. 9 p.m. still good? Is that a good time for y'all? That's excellent for me right now. So if y'all could keep it that way. Now you got me imagining what that smelled like. You can't imagine what that smelled like. School's not out here until Friday. What? Everybody else is out of school. Everybody in the country but Texas is out of school right now. That's crazy. I'm sorry, Katie. But we still do 9 o'clock if that's okay with you guys, because 9 o'clock is great for me because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 kids here in this house. It's a big house. It's a mansion, but there's not really a mansion, but it's big. It's as big as a mansion. I guess I don't know what stipulates a mansion. I don't know what the square footage is for a mansion. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 bedrooms, something like that. A great room, a living room, a receiving room, all 1, 2, at least 2 offices. One, I think every bedroom has a bathroom, so at least I think it's 5.5 baths, 5 bedrooms, 5.5 baths. I don't know, it's huge, but there's 9 kids here. So they're usually starting to bed down around 9. So it'll be a lot less noisy. I met a guy at my local vape shop that says he believes he's a clairvoyant. A bunch of crazy stuff started happening. Allison was with me and experienced it with me. She has been talking about hearing a little voice. I cannot talk tonight. A little girl's voice there ever since. Is that the one you're talking about investigating? That'd be cool. If that's, I mean, sure it is. Because that's how many vape shops do you go into? I hope it is. That's the one you're talking about us doing. I'm hearing not in Iowa. Yeah, I hear you. Nope, not New York. They get out end of June. End of June. Good Lord. Yeah, ours graduate and get out and everything. Well, next year is our graduation year. That's when our 2 daughters that are home graduate is next year. One's 15. One will be 16 when she graduates. Well, she'll be 15. She'll be almost 16 when she graduates. Another one will be 18 when she graduates. So, and they're graduating in Philadelphia, I think. Yeah, Philadelphia, I think it is. Yes, it's that one. Okay, cool. I'm glad because I really want to do that one. It's an extremely old building. Yeah, you told me that. But here we don't start school up until the beginning of September. That's why. Cool. Ours are homeschooled, so one's graduating early and the other one's graduating on time, but they're graduating in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So we have to go there. Philly, PA for their graduation. All right, well, guys, I think I'm going to call it a night. We will do another show Wednesday night, probably in another section of the house, definitely in another section of the house. I don't know where, but we'll do it somewhere else besides where we're at today so we can keep it kind of Might do it outside, out by the pool. If it's cool Wednesday night, we might do it out by the pool. Let do a setup right there in front of the palm trees and everything. That'd be kind of cool. I love these planes, these model planes, and these samurai and all this stuff up here. So these are really cool. And the helicopters, little model remote control helicopters, and the books and everything. It's just so cool. But you were going to talk about the sponsors. Oh yes, thank you, Katie. Thank you so much. Sorry, y'all got to go. Got to get up at 7 to take my friend to court. Okay, Donna. Good night. Sleep tight. Hope your friend has good luck tomorrow. We thank you so much for reminding me of that, Katie. Y'all keep me on the ball because I don't remember anything. Usually Corey's texting me or throwing something on here and saying, like he did earlier, read your messages. But yes, we threw out the sponsorship thing to you guys to keep the show going. And that's what we want to do. We want to keep CAPI Live happening. We want to keep it going. But we need your help to do that. And one of the ways that we figured out that we can get some help doing that, we have a few fundraising ideas that we're going to look at after I get back home from vacation. We're going to start doing that. Start talking about getting that set up and everything. But we want to do it quick because CAPI has a chance to do some really cool stuff, you guys. And we're going to take you guys along with us. We have a chance to go to the Stanley Hotel in Colorado. That might happen. It's not in stone yet. Our people are working on it. We have a chance to do a couple of spots that we might do the team investigation where all of our people that took our class came and did all that, they'll come and investigate with us for the weekend. Looks like that's going to happen if we can just make it happen. And that's all the stuff that we want to do. That's why we need funds to do this stuff, to make this happen. It's this chair that keeps making that noise. But it's stuff that we want to do and that we want to include you in. And we want to keep CAPI Live going. This has just been such a blessing. It's been so much fun. We love it. We want to keep it going. So because of all this stuff that we need to do and all the equipment that we need to buy and keeping the show going and all this stuff, nothing's free in the world. Y'all know that. We have to pay for everything. So we said we need to, come up with ideas, some fundraisers and maybe do some sponsors. And we've decided we are going to do the sponsors. And we gave you everybody wrote it. Well, I don't think anyone wrote it down, but I asked you to write it down and you can see it on our site and you can see it. John will definitely show you how the sponsorships work and what you get out of it. We got the newsletters coming. It's just phenomenal. All the stuff you're going to get. You're going to get super big discounts on merch and all of that stuff that it's just some super, super, super cool stuff if you're a sponsor. So someone stepped up and said they wanted to be a sponsor. Actually, I didn't think the person that stepped up and became a sponsor was going to. I didn't think it was a possibility, but she did. And she is a sponsor now. And it's Donna. I think she's gone. Oh, I should have told her to hang on. Dang it. Yeah, she had to go because she has to take her friend to court. It's never a dull moment in Donna's life. There should be a reality show for that woman. I'm not kidding you. I would watch every week. But Donna is our newest and our first sponsor. She's going to get some bonus stuff. I decided that the first, second, third, and fourth sponsor, whoever becomes the first sponsor, which is Donna now, she is you know what? I'm not going to tell you what level she is. She can do that. If she wants to do that, she can do that. But she is officially a sponsor. And if she wants to tell you guys when she's back on, Wednesday or next Sunday or whatever, if she wants to tell you what level sponsor she is, she can do that. But that's her business, so I'm not going to share that part. But she is a sponsor, and we appreciate it so much. We do. We want to keep this thing going, guys. I need 5 sponsors to keep CAPI Live going. We need more than 5 sponsors to get everything done and be able to do the Colorado thing and be able to do the team fan investigation and do the live investigations that we want to take you guys on with us. You know, all that stuff we want to do. I need more than 5, but to keep CAPI Live going, I need at least 5 bronze sponsors. You could be a bronze, silver, or gold, whatever you want to do. But I need 5 bronze sponsors just to keep CAPI Live going. And that's what we're looking forward to, is just keeping it going. And that and all the other stuff. So just for CAPI Live, I need 5 people. Well, I need 4 now. I need 4 people to step up and be a sponsor. Like I said, I'm not saying Donna is a bronze or a silver or a gold. I'm just saying I need 5 bronze just to keep it going. I just need, our current goal is 1,000. Yeah, our current goal is $1,000. That's what we want to make it to, is $1,000. That's not hard to do. It shouldn't be hard to do. So once again, I'm just letting you guys know, if you love the show, if it's become a part of your every week and you don't want anything to happen to it, I don't think y'all do, because whenever I say we're not going to do a show, y'all always like, oh no, I can't go without CAPI for this week. You know, so if you guys want to keep it going and keep it building the way it is, and we're getting more and more friends, and it's growing every day. I just want to keep it going. I really love doing this. I love you guys. I love it, you know, having y'all as part of my family. Excuse me. The CAPI family. Thank you, Clever. Clearly Clever. He said, great show. Thanks, man. You're welcome, buddy. Join us back. We're on every Sunday night, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. This Wednesday, we'll be on for a special edition. Sorry. This Wednesday, we'll be on a special edition show at 9 p.m. So join it. Come back and hang out with us. I'll be back. I'm a subscriber. Thank you. Awesome. He subscribed. If you didn't hit that like button, do that. Hit the notification bell too, and it'll let you know when we're on. But so I'm very happy. I'm very excited because the sponsorship is starting. It's got that ball rolling. We got that one person. So now all we need to do is just get some more. That's all it takes. Is just, you know, just to make it happen. And that's what we're doing. So I'm poor, but I would definitely be helping another way. You know, I'll always have CAPI's back. Oh, well, Melissa, thank you. Yeah, if you can't do it, you can't do it. That's just that's just it. If you can't be a sponsor, you can't be a sponsor. I'm working on a couple of things to get taken care of. And once I get those taken care of, I'm going to be a sponsor of my own show, of CAPI's own show. I'm going to be a sponsor. I will be a gold sponsor soon. I can't right now. I got a couple of things I got to get paid off, but once I do, then I'll be a sponsor as well. I don't use Facebook for the obvious reasons. I don't know what the obvious reasons are. But I don't want to know what the obvious reasons are either. You might scare me into not using Facebook. But yeah, just hit us up on here then. We're on every Sunday night at 9 p.m. And now you're a subscriber, so you'll see it. It obviously sucks. Got you. But I think we're going to go ahead and move. We're on for 2 hours. That's almost 2 hours now. There's a bedroom right next door to me, and that's where mom and dad are in. Paramama's mom and dad are in that bedroom. And I think I might be, I don't know if they can hear me, but I think they can. So I think they're wanting to go to sleep. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it into our Wednesday when we do the show. I'll be away from everybody. I'll choose another place and be away from everyone so that I'm not disturbing anyone. But thank you guys so much for another awesome show. Um, Y'all hit us back up. We'll be back up on Wednesday night as a special vacay treat for everybody. We're going to do a second show this week, maybe even a third show. You never know. We might do Wednesday, Thursday, not and Friday because we'll be driving Friday, but definitely we'll do on Sunday. Is by the way, CAPI by the pool. I'm thinking that's probably what we're going to have to wait and see how Wednesday night goes on that. I'm thinking that's where I'm going to be is by the pool, by the jacuzzi and the pool with the palm trees, but I don't know yet. It's like 85, 90 degrees out there. We can't do it because I'll just be sweating and my ACM, I can't handle that kind of heat. I got my butt kicked today for grilling outside, saying fishing. So, but we'll see. We'll get it in a good spot. We got to go kill my kids there running through my house. Well, got to go kill my kids there running through my house. Got you. Mama's fixing to go through the house with a belt or a switch, just mowing people down. I believe it. I know that well. But thank you guys. If y'all can sponsor, please, if you can find it in your heart to help CAPI Live out, please do. We need it so bad. I just want to keep this going. I really do. It's the only way I get to connect with a lot of you guys. And I just want to, keep that going. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. It was another awesome show. We will see you guys special edition Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, in a different spot of the place. And then, of course, we'll be back on Sunday night as well. All right. Y'all have a paranormal week. We love you. We'll see you Wednesday, 9 p.m.